I'd like to begin by, first of all, expressing thanks and appreciation to all those who have served in the Council of Spokespersons that has operated since we demitted office in February 2016. Some will not be members of the new shadow cabinet, but that is not a comment on either their capacities or their willingness to serve, but rather it is an expression of the fact that we have tried in this particular composition of this new shadow cabinet to take account of two particular needs. First of all, the ability to provide an effective opposition in the parliament, and secondly, to give some signal as to the priority areas of emphasis of the People's National Party and of a potential future People's National Party administration. We have also had to reconcile our selections with the need to ensure that the political and electoral tasks of the party are also performed effectively. And so, for example, two of our deputy general secretaries who are in the parliament, one in the Senate, Senator Skeffrey, and the other in the House of Representatives, Mr. Luther Buchanan, have opted to concentrate on the political tasks of their offices as deputy general secretaries of the party. One of our regional chairmen, Ms. Denise Daly, has also indicated in discussions with me her preference to concentrate on the work of that very important region for the party, which includes the parishes of St. Catherine and Clarendon. And those considerations have been important, as well as considerations of particular members of the party. I also want to indicate that where we have 19 particular portfolio that have been defined, this does not reflect something that will be fixed for all time or even into a future PNP administration. There are other combinations and possibilities that we can conceive of, but we took some specific considerations into view. First of all, the need to provide effective coverage for the activities of the current government and to enable those members selected to be able to properly monitor and constitute an effective opposition for the activities of government. And secondly, an opportunity particularly for many of our younger members to be able to explore their own interests and possibilities with the guidance and mentorship from some of the more experienced, so that we'll be able to ensure the best possible preparation of our team as we go forward. We expect the members of the shadow cabinet to link with the work of the party in the commissions that have been established, not only our overall policy review commission, but the special commissions on land and the land titling, on the reimagining of education and training, and on the new economy and innovation and job creation, as well as we are expecting each member of the shadow cabinet to constitute a support group, a task force to help prepare them with policy initiatives for discussion of the shadow cabinet as a whole, and to move the policy discussions in the party forward. We also expect members of the shadow cabinet to establish contact with the stakeholders in the particular portfolio areas, and to be able to explain not only the positions of the party, but in fact to engage these stakeholders in being able to evolve the policy positions and the perspectives of the party as a whole. I'll now indicate the particular areas of coverage in the portfolio areas. First of all, the office of the leader of the opposition. In this office also, we will assume particular responsibilities, not only for defense and the usual coverage that is done, but for development and national physical planning, and Mr. Anthony Hilton will be assuming particular responsibilities in relation to development, physical planning, and the NHT, which we have emphasized as being particular importance to our perception of the mission of providing housing and access to land, and overcoming the deficit in residential provisioning that the country now faces. In relation to the land and environment, which will also be part of that office, the specific person charged there under my direction would be Senator Sophia Fraser-Binns. And we will also have within the office of the leader of the opposition, Ms. Natalie Nita, who will be also deputy leader of opposition business in the House, and will assume responsibilities for information and sports. Second, portfolio area, finance and planning. Senator Mark Golding, who we expect in short order will become a member of the House of Representatives, and Senator Lambert Brown will assist specifically in the area of public service. National security, Mr. Fitz Jackson. Industry, investment and competitiveness, Mr. Peter Bunting. Mining and energy, Mr. Philip Paulwell, who will also be leader of opposition business in the House of Representatives. Agriculture and rural development, Dr. Fenton Ferguson, with Mr. Victor Wright, specifically charged to oversee the area of rural development under the direction of Dr. Ferguson. Tourism and entertainment, Dr. Wickham McNeil. Labor and welfare, Mr. Horace Daly, with Senator Floyd Morris, with particular responsibilities in relation to welfare and for the disabled community in particular. Foreign affairs and foreign trade, Ms. Lisa Hanna. Science and technology, Mr. Julian Robinson. Transport and works, the area will be shared between Mr. Michael Phillips and Mr. Richard Azan, specifically overseeing works. Housing, Dr. Morris Guy. Water and climate change, Mr. Ian Hales. Education and training, Reverend Ronald Thwaites, assisted by Mr. Michael Stewart, specifically overseeing the area of training. Local government, Mrs. Angela Brown Burke. Community development and social transformation, Mr. Noel Butch Ascot. The Ministry of Health, Dr. Dayton Campbell will be the person responsible. Ministry of Youth and Culture, Mr. Damian Crawford. Ministry of Justice, Mrs. Donna Scott Motley.